Hey everyone, Larry R. Here. I am back, and today I'm going to be doing a cook that I've never done before. Set out looking for a chuck roll and got to Costco, and the guy said that this was a chuck roll, but after further examination, it's actually a chuck roast. My understanding is a chuck roast is cut from a roll, has some other parts to it, but anyway, this is what I'm going with. Just over 16 pounds. Going to do Wild Willie's Wonderful Rub. Going to go over extruded coconut from Komodo Kamado. And going to use probably either red oak or red wine oak cask staves. Not sure which I'm going to use yet. But anyway, should be an interesting cook, a nice long cook, and a cook I haven't done before. So hopefully it turns out and I don't waste a good piece of meat here. So I'll go ahead and get this rub going, and I'll be back. Alright, whoops, sorry about that. We've got her rubbed down and went with Wild Willie's. She's going to go in the fridge for a few hours. Going to head out to dinner, and then when I come back I'll put her on around 10 p.m. So going to get the cooker ready before I go, and she'll be ready to go on. Hey all, it is about 11 o'clock. I just got the meat on. I'm out here with a little tiny flashlight because the iPad isn't very good in terms of low light. So anyway, just started the cooker. Got the meat on. As you can see, it is. I can't focus that, but anyway, it's probably sitting about 50 degrees. I literally just put her on. Let me go ahead and open it up, and that's what she looks like. Got all my probes going, and got my stoker, all my stoker equipment. I'm going to go ahead and let her come up to temperature naturally, and then I'll go ahead and turn on the stoker. So I'm going to take her probably up to 235 and then turn stoker on. So anyway, just getting started on the overnight smoke. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It is about 8 o'clock. I actually slept in. Had some issues last night with my wireless bridge that I use on my stoker, so I have a new extender in the house, and I was trying to connect it to the extender, the wireless bridge, and couldn't get it to connect for whatever reason. So I just went stoker with no monitoring, which works fine. You know, I got out here this morning, and we are sitting at I guess 9 hours later, and pit temp is sitting at 230. I have stoker, and that's at lid, and then at grate I have stoker set at 225. I just checked it, and grate's 225, so looking good there. Meat temp, I've got 2 probes in, and both probes are reading 154. So I'm going to take this thing, I'm thinking to about 160, then go ahead and foil it. So anyway, cook is coming along really well. I typically don't open my cooker at all during my cooks, even my ribs. I don't spritz, I don't mop. I just let them go. And you know, the Komodo Kamado is so fuel efficient. You know, you can run this thing, well, depending on the type of fuel. You know, I'm using extruded coconut. There's a guy who ran his for 86 or 82 hours on 16 pounds of extruded coconut. So never have to worry about opening it up to refuel. So anyway, I won't open her up until I foil in probably, see, if I'm sitting 154, I imagine that I'm going to be foiling in about 2 hours. So see you back then. Alright everyone, I am back outside. And I'm reading about 162 off of both probes, so I'm going to go ahead and open it. I'm going to temp the dead center, but this is the first time I'm opening this baby. I've got my stoker turned off. So that's what she looks like. Looks pretty good. God, smells amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and temp this thing in dead center and see how we're looking. God, she shrunk up a lot. And I'm going to go ahead and foil. if these temps are true, I'm going to go ahead and foil her. Alright everyone, she is foiled, and there was a little piece that stuck to the grill, and man, tasted like money. Anyway, temped her all the way through, and there was one spot where I got a 157. Everything else was over 160, so I'm good with that. I was regretting putting so much smoke wood in, though, because now this thing's foiled, it's all going to waste. I wish I would have made a fatty or some ABTs or something to throw on there. But anyway, she's going to go under for a few more hours, and I'll come back when she's temp for temp. Okay, folks, I am out checking temps. I bumped her up to 240, so you'll see it's at 239.3. One probe is at 195.3. The other probe is at 196.3, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and turn Stoker off and take her out. She is done. I'm going to let her just sit for a little while. Probably a couple hours. No, I'm sorry, not a couple hours. Maybe about an hour. Then I'll go ahead and shred her. So let's see, what time is it? It is about 2:45. I put it on 11 o'clock last night. So, you know, we're looking at about a, I don't know, about a, what is that, 15-hour total cook time. So it's not bad. All right, brought her in, and this is what she looks like. Going to go ahead and foil her, wrap her in a towel, throw her in a cooler for the rest. But looks like I still got some nice bark on this thing, even though I foiled her. So looks good. Looks like we got some nice nice smoke ring going on in there. God, that bark actually looks really good for foiling. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap her, let her sit in the cooler for about an hour, then we'll slice her, or pardon me, shred her. All right, everyone, I am back. The roast has been sitting in the cooler. I wrap it in foil, double wrap, heavy-duty foil, and then wrap it in a towel, and then I put it in a towel-lined cooler. This is the cooler I use right here. I'll try not to go too fast. I just used that cooler right there. Actually, it was a perfect fit. One towel on the bottom, then put the roast in, towel on top, zipped it up, and we were good to go. So anyway, I'm ready to start pulling, and I've got my finishing sauce here, and then I have some rub. So finishing sauce that I use is simply some stock. I used some of the leftover juices. I had about 1.5 cups of juice left, and then some butter, and then I also mix in some of my rub as well. So that's going to be the finishing sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling this thing, and we'll be back with some shredded beef. Alright folks, we're pulled, and I got to tell you that it's a little different than a pork butt, but I'm pleased. Got some great, I don't know if you guys can see it, but got some great smoke on this thing. Got some incredible bark. I was really shocked by the bark. In fact, as I was pulling, I had a tough time getting through a couple sections, that top layer. So there's some nice, good, chewy, burnt bark in there. On the bottom, the bark was pretty much non-existent. So I think that was a, it's a good mix of both. Unbelievably tender. I didn't use very much finishing sauce. It had a lot of moisture in it. Only found one pocket where the collagen wasn't broken down, and it was very, very little. So I think I pulled it at the right temp, and tasted a little bit of it. My son had some, and it's pretty damn good. I think we'll definitely do it again. And it's a great break from brisket and pulled pork. I know a lot of guys rave about it and even like it more than brisket. Don't think I'm in that camp. I think I still like my briskets, but this is definitely a great additional dish. Nice long smoke. Very happy with how things turned out. So hope you guys enjoyed the cook, and we're going to go ahead and sit down and chow down on this. Everyone have a nice afternoon.